When you hear about the idea of twin flames, it almost feels too powerful to be true. Two souls that were once one, split into two, and destined to meet again in this lifetime. The connection feels magnetic, unexplainable, and deeply spiritual. It can shake the very foundation of your being. For many, the first meeting with a twin flame feels like a spark that lights up every corner of your soul. You recognize them, not with your eyes, but with your heart. And naturally, when such a connection appears in your life, the first question is, why can't we just be together right away? If this person is my mirror, my other half, why is it so difficult, messy, or delayed? Why does the universe keep putting obstacles in the way? This is one of the most common frustrations on the twin flame journey. The pull is so strong, the feelings are so real, and yet the path isn't straightforward. You want the union to happen now, but instead there are separations, resistance, misunderstandings, and long stretches of waiting. It can leave you confused, hurt, and questioning the whole thing. But here's the truth. The universe does not delay twin flame reunion to punish you or to tease you. The delays exist because there is a bigger plan at play, one that goes beyond romance, beyond personal satisfaction, and into the deeper purpose of your soul's evolution. Twin flames are not just about love in the ordinary sense, they are about transformation. And transformation takes time. In today's video, we'll walk you through the deeper reasons why the universe delays twin flame reunion. Each reason carries an important lesson, and once you begin to understand them, you will see your journey in a different light. Instead of feeling stuck or hopeless, you'll begin to understand why things are unfolding the way they are. And more importantly, you'll find clarity on what you can do while waiting for that union to manifest in the physical world. Let's dive in. Number 1. Healing old wounds. One of the biggest reasons the universe holds back twin flame reunion is healing. When you meet your twin, everything unresolved inside you rises to the surface. Every old wound, every fear, every unresolved hurt from childhood or past relationships, it all comes bubbling up. This is because your twin is not just a lover. They are your mirror. They reflect the parts of you that you'd rather keep hidden, especially the parts you've buried for years. If you've carried wounds around abandonment, rejection, betrayal, or not feeling good enough, the connection with your twin will bring them to light. You may find yourself triggered by their actions, even if they didn't mean to hurt you. A simple word, a delay in response, or even their silence can cut deep, not because of what's happening in the moment, but because it reminds you of a pain that's been sitting in your soul for a long time. Now imagine if you tried to come into full union without addressing these wounds. The relationship would be filled with fights, misunderstandings, and painful cycles. The universe knows this, and that's why it slows things down. It's not about denying you love. It's about giving you the space to heal, so that when the reunion does happen, it's strong, stable, and lasting. Think of it this way. If your wounds are like cracks in the foundation of a house, the universe is making sure you repair those cracks before the house is built. Otherwise, no matter how beautiful the house looks, it won't stand. So how do you heal? It often starts with awareness. Notice what gets triggered in you during the connection. Instead of pushing the feelings away, allow yourself to sit with them. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? What is the root of this pain? Sometimes journaling helps, sometimes meditation, sometimes talking it out with someone you trust. Another powerful way to heal is learning to comfort your inner child, the part of you that first experienced that pain. For example, if abandonment is your wound, you can begin to remind yourself daily that you are safe, that you are worthy of love, and that you don't need to fear being left behind anymore. Healing is not quick, but every small step you take makes the path to union smoother. This healing phase can be frustrating because it feels like you're doing so much inner work while your twin may be silent or distant. But remember, they are going through their own version of healing too. You may not see it, but they are being pushed to face their own shadows as well. Delay exists because both of you need to reach a level of wholeness. Reunion isn't about coming together to complete each other. It's about coming together as two whole beings who can build something powerful together. And that can't happen until those old wounds have been given the attention they deserve. Number 2, learning self-love. Another key reason for the delay is to teach you self-love. Twin flame connections are so intense that it's easy to get wrapped up in the other person. You can find yourself obsessing over what they're thinking, what they're doing, or when they'll come back. It can feel like your happiness depends entirely on them. But this is where the universe steps in and says, wait, you need to learn to love yourself first. If you don't have a strong foundation of self-love, you'll constantly look to your twin to fill the gaps. You'll need them to reassure you, to validate you, to make you feel whole. But the twin flame journey isn't about leaning on the other person for completion. It's about learning that you are already complete within yourself. The universe delays reunion because it doesn't want you to enter the union with dependency. It wants you to build a relationship with yourself first. That means learning to enjoy your own company, to take care of your body and mind, to speak kindly to yourself, and to set boundaries when needed. For many, this lesson can feel harsh. It can mean long stretches of separation where you're forced to sit with yourself. You may feel lonely, restless, or even abandoned. But during this time, you're being guided to discover parts of yourself you've neglected. You're being asked to find joy in your own presence instead of constantly reaching outward. A simple step in this direction is to start noticing the way you talk to yourself. Are you kind to yourself, or do you criticize yourself constantly? Do you treat yourself with the same love and patience you'd show to someone you care about? The more you cultivate that inner kindness, the stronger you become. The beautiful thing is that as you love yourself more, you shift the energy of the connection. Your twin feels it. They may not consciously know why, but they feel the shift. Instead of clinging, your energy becomes calm and magnetic. You stop chasing, and suddenly the connection has room to breathe. Self-love also makes the reunion healthier. When two people come together without needing the other to fix them, the relationship flows with much less drama. There's freedom, respect, and balance. That's the kind of foundation the universe wants for you, and that's why the delay is necessary. Number 3, balancing masculine and feminine energies. The twin flame connection is often described as two energies coming together, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. These aren't about gender, they're about energetic qualities. The masculine is about action, logic, structure, and forward movement. The feminine is about intuition, flow, nurturing, and receptivity. In a balanced union, these energies complement each other beautifully, but when they're out of balance, they clash. For example, if both partners are stuck in their wounded masculine, the connection becomes rigid, controlling, and filled with power struggles. If both are stuck in wounded feminine energy, it can become passive, overly emotional, and stagnant. The universe delays reunion so that both of you can bring your energies into balance. This doesn't mean you need to be perfectly balanced before coming together, but there needs to be enough harmony for the union to thrive. Often, one twin carries more of one energy while the other carries the opposite. The runner and chaser dynamic, for instance, is usually a reflection of this imbalance. One person is stuck in pushing, chasing, and needing control, wounded masculine, while the other withdraws, avoids, or hides behind fear, wounded feminine. This dynamic forces each of you to grow. The chaser learns to soften into trust and receptivity, while the runner learns to step up and embrace responsibility and courage. Over time, the energies within you start to balance out. You can begin to notice your own patterns. Do you always feel the need to control outcomes? That may be a sign of wounded masculine energy. Do you often feel powerless or overly dependent? That may show wounded feminine energy. By becoming aware of your patterns, you can start shifting toward balance. Simple practices can help. For balancing masculine energy, set small goals and commit to them, build structure in your daily life, and practice taking action without overthinking. For balancing feminine energy, allow yourself to rest, listen to your intuition, and practice receiving without guilt. The universe delays reunion not because you're unworthy, but because the energies must reach harmony for the connection to be stable. Without that balance, the relationship would constantly swing between extremes. With balance, you create a flow where both partners can thrive, and the connection becomes a source of strength rather than chaos. Number 4, letting go of control and expectations. Another reason the universe delays reunion is to teach you how to let go of control. The twin flame path has a way of humbling you because no matter how much you try to plan or force things, the connection moves according to divine timing, not your timeline. When you're deeply connected to your twin, it's natural to want answers. You want to know when they'll come back, what they're feeling, or how the story will end. You may even try to push the connection forward by reaching out, explaining, or convincing them to see it the way you do. But the harder you push, the more resistance shows up. The universe uses delay as a way of teaching surrender. It asks you to trust, even when you don't have the answers. It asks you to release control, to stop trying to micromanage the connection, and to allow things to unfold naturally. This is one of the hardest lessons because surrender feels like giving up. But it's not giving up. It's giving in to a higher flow. It's about saying, I don't know how this will play out, but I trust that the universe knows what it's doing. During this waiting period, you can practice letting go by shifting your focus back to yourself. Instead of chasing your twin or trying to figure out every sign, you can channel that energy into your own growth, hobbies, friendships, and passions. The more you do this, the less desperate the connection feels, and the more peace you find. Ironically, it's often when you stop clinging to the outcome that the connection starts moving forward again. Letting go creates space for the reunion to happen because you're no longer blocking the flow with fear and control. The delay is not there to frustrate you. It's there to break the habit of trying to control what is ultimately divinely guided. Once you learn this, you'll find a sense of freedom that makes the reunion feel less urgent and more natural. Number 5. Clearing karmic lessons. Before twin flames can reunite, both partners often have karmic lessons to work through. These lessons can show up as karmic relationships, difficult life situations, or patterns that keep repeating. At first, these may feel like distractions from your twin flame journey, but in reality, they are an essential part of it. Karmic lessons are about clearing out old cycles that no longer serve you. For example, you might need to learn how to set boundaries, how to stop settling for less, or how to break free from codependent patterns. These lessons are usually learned through other relationships or life experiences that challenge you in ways your twin flame cannot. It's easy to get frustrated when karmic relationships enter the picture. You might wonder why your twin is with someone else, or why you're being drawn into connections that don't feel right. But these relationships serve a purpose. They reveal where you still need to grow, and they help you release baggage that would otherwise weigh down your reunion. Think of karmic lessons as a clearing process. The universe is making sure that by the time you and your twin come together, you're not carrying heavy unresolved cycles from the past. You're lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true self. To move through karmic lessons, the key is awareness. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You can start asking, what is this teaching me? Each challenge has a lesson tucked inside it. The sooner you recognize and integrate that lesson, the sooner the cycle ends. The delay exists because these karmic lessons cannot be skipped. They are necessary steps in preparing you for reunion. Once they're cleared, the connection feels much less burdened and the path becomes smoother. Number 6, aligning with divine timing. The final and perhaps most important reason for the delay is divine timing. Reunion doesn't happen according to your schedule. It happens when the universe knows you and your twin are both truly ready. Divine timing takes into account everything: your healing, your growth, your life path, and even your soul mission. Twin flames don't just come together for personal happiness. They come together to serve a higher purpose. Often, that purpose involves spreading light, helping others, or raising the collective vibration. For that to happen, both of you need to be in the right place, emotionally and spiritually. You may feel ready now, but the universe sees the bigger picture. Maybe your twin still needs to grow in certain ways. Maybe you still have a part of your path to walk alone. Or maybe the world around you is not yet ready for the energy your union will bring. Divine timing teaches patience and trust. It reminds you that this journey isn't random. It's carefully orchestrated. Every delay, every separation, every detour is leading you toward the perfect alignment. During this time, it helps to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing the delay as wasted time, see it as preparation time. Every experience you're having right now is shaping you into the person you need to be when reunion happens. And when it does, you'll look back and realize that it happened at the exact right moment. The delays in twin flame reunion are not punishments. They are part of the process. They are the universe's way of shaping you, healing you, and preparing you for the kind of love that is deeper than anything else you've known. Yes, it's hard. The waiting, the uncertainty, the ups and downs, it can feel unbearable at times. But when you start to see the purpose behind the delay, something shifts inside you. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of the journey, and you start seeing yourself as a participant in a sacred process.